What's up? Um, it's me again. Super. Yeah, I'm super. Okay. Um, I'm MutantSam. I don't know. But this time we're playing Evade. Maybe now probably anybody who's watching my videos may be asking what's Evade. It's just an IO game. I rarely play now, but I used to play a lot. Where you just evade enemies. Pretty simple. Like I said, I played a lot. I'm gonna use my two mains are this hero and this hero. Um, I normally like this hero, but for now, for simplicity, I'll just use this one. So you move around, get pellets. Once you get enough pellets, that bar fills up. Boop. Now you have a point. You can upgrade speed, energy, regen, or your abilities. The first one unlocks it. The next four make it better. Um, this one you can hover over the abilities, see what they do. This, like for this guy, you move the floor for a little, and then you get bandages, and those bandages will let you think. Doesn't apply for a few enemies, but it's a bit too detailed. In this one, when you have bandages, you can throw a bandage, and it'll like hit one of your friends, and even if they're like hurt, you can hit them and save them and give them protection for a little. And yeah, uh, other heroes do other things. Each ability costs energy. This one's only good as a team, so I'll be going for this one. This is what when you normally want alone. It actually costs 40 energy, so I'm gonna put my first upgrade into energy. This upgrades by 5. This upgrades by 0.5. This upgrades by 0.2. And let's see. And honestly, I'm gonna let the game pick my map. 3 randoms. 1, 2, 3. Why did I? Okay. I've only beat this with one hero, and even with that hero, it was mostly a cheese, and even with cheese, it was mostly difficult. So, see, it's already tight. Pause. Now I'm slow, and I can, if you shift, you can slow down. Normal speed shifting, but it'll take your speed, like, in real time. No, this applies for when enemies slow you down, when you're lose speed, it's kind of weird. I might have to use, no wait, I map is so, like, annoying in its own special way. Like, I wish there was a normal map, but it's alright. Oh, yeah, I can use it, this point. Another one, let's add some points. These are pellets. Um, I'm not gonna. I got hit by one of them, and I had a shield, which means I was like gonna be safe for a few seconds. I mean, more like milliseconds. Like, no, and that's what happens. Yeah, I am rusty. Okay, but okay, a better map. 1, 2. Better map, but know what? One, two, three. Okay. Um, every map, well, not every map, but like each map has its own enemies, and sometimes it even has special mechanics. It's not just has special mechanics, but it has like unique enemies. I know I said it'd be going for speed, but the start of this match is pretty slow, so I'll find speed and then start going for speed. These enemies look like the normal enemies. They be behaving like normal enemies, and you confusing what's different about them. Besides the color, actually indicate what kind of enemy they are. Enemy moving like you. It actually was in a different. There was a specific EH2 because it came after EVADE. It wasn't produced. It wasn't made by the same dev as EVADE. Just the regular EVADE. But I mean, one of the EVADE 2 devs also works for the normal EVADE dev, which is pretty interesting. Um, some of the code was like kind of was also interesting. I think he was programming in Visual Studio Code and like imported it and went to the server. Well, the servers first. You're not gonna put every little the regular servers. But pretty interesting. He was actually streaming his like him making him like like, putting in a map, which is really cool. I took it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, the community is small. Obviously, it's an IO game. It, so it was made, I think, 2017, and it's 9 years later, and still has a relatively like a moderate community of like 30 people. I think no more like 100, little over 100 people, because there's a Russian, or European in general, European slash Asian, I guess, because it's kind of in Asia. But it's pretty cool. If you're wondering what these black things are, like these black enemies, bots, um, are these are like immune. They're called. I'm not sure they're like walls. I don't really know the technical name for them, but they are the walls. So like you can't just like wall camp because then you'll hit one of those and you can set all the like, abilities except one. But again, we'll get to that later. Yeah, I'll even get to that. But yeah, so let's get through terrifying temple. Yeah, as you saw, those white enemies were shooting 3 white projectiles. Um, those are, it might be hard to tell, but those are shurikens because this is like a ninja kind of vibe. So they're like throwing ninja stars. So it's really kind of inconvenient to try to like I told you about how the blue enemies don't attack you if you're not moving, but it's kind of inconvenient to try to use that when if you do start moving while they're passing through you, you will take damage, and then if you're stuck not being able to move and the hurricane is thrown at you, then yeah, you're kind of cooked. Fake out, and okay, you see, guys, I'm already getting better. Or I mean, I'm more like recovering my skill, but let's just call it me getting better. Ooh, that was clean. Oh, and if you upgrade this, the bandages get applied fast because you don't have to sit around a lot. Oop. Just just dodge. Or, as it's better put, evade. Oh, I got hit, I got hit, I got hit, I got hit. And we're safe. Yeah, it's kind of nice that if you make it to the end, or if you like, if you're scared and you get back to the beginning, you can just reapply it. I mean, if you have the energy, you could also use it in the middle of the map, but it says 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That's like the actual time it takes to put the bandages on. It's just if you're in the safe zone, it says their usability in the safe zone are up 3 times faster. So you don't have to, like, there's no point in you sitting in a safe zone waiting for your bandages to wrap, wrap you up. So they made it so that in the safe zone it's faster. Which is pretty nice. Oh, yeah. If you notice that the shurikens are bigger, it's because um, projectiles normally scale with enemy size. So if you have a bigger enemy that shoots projectiles, the projectiles also get bigger. Ooh, I actually thought I was gonna get hit there. Oh, this does not look pleasant. I'm like remembering the areas. Okay, don't recharge, don't recharge. Okay, and chilling. If you're wondering why I'm upgrading region, it's because speed maxes out. I mean, you can tell that the ability, like in 5, speed maxes out at 17, energy maxes out at max energy ends at 300, and region ends at 7. Um, your max level is 100 except in certain areas where it can go over 100. Those areas usually it's either because it's super long or because some enemies can decrease your speed or regen. So like you can lose like the upgrades. It's not like, oh well, you'll get the points back. No, you lose the speed and you're not gonna like the upgrades. You'll still have the difficulty of a higher level without with while losing your speed. And if you lose enough speed or regen, you can actually get capped and you'll just be stuck at 5 unless you go like out of the entire map. Map being like, so for example, that's like the map and this is your area. Like if you got out of your map and into a long one, then I guess you could slowly level up there, but even that would be kind of ridiculous. So yeah. Whew. And we're out. Well, we're not out. Areas normally go in 40. Like Terrifying Temple, this goes at 40. Um, some maps like Grand Garden go only up to 28. Some areas don't follow the pattern. Like you saw Mysterious Mansion, how when I got clowned on by the pumpkins, it's a path. That's 'cause then it'll go to like corridor, hallway, like the area. It's not always the area. They might have like specific names and stuff. It's pretty cool. And kind of final boss area called Cyber Castle. That's where you're like actually facing bosses and you have to like damage their health bar. It's pretty cool. These enemies, they're like so they're like ghosts, but not really. So normally there's a type of enemy called a ghost enemy where you can go into the enemy and they won't kill you, but they'll still apply like an effect. But these guys, their effect is more like a one-time thing where they'll spawn enemies like that. Spawn enemies. I don't think it's the same every time. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure not all of them have the same enemy type or amount of enemies, but you know, it's there. I think soon. I I don't know which area it might be. If you're wondering, why don't you just run through it? The enemies can spawn ahead of you, and they might be faster than you. So like, it's not really worth trying that. There they are. Okay, these the second to last enemy type here. If you get close to them, they should boom. They'll like they'll like completely change the direction and go straight for you. It's better to do these when you're like going in your direction already, you know. But like if you're behind them and then they just do that, like it can like surprise you sometimes. Boom, boom, boom. It's like I don't want to like go too close to them because they might like whip around and damage me. I say damage, even though like technically all the enemies are one-shot kills. But sometimes there's cases where you're not gonna die. Either you're invulnerable or you're like, or you can take a hit. Like Viola has petals because it's like a flower hero, and and then most enemies will hit the petal and it'll bounce off. It'll damage, could be like damaging the petal. So that's that. Oh, by the way, even though the ghost enemies are the same color as like the ones you can stand still through, um, it's still pretty sure that you still activate even if you're not moving. I think these guys actually summon the black ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's still they still summon the enemies and the black ones. Yeah. They don't only summon the same color as them. Although I don't think they summon like the snipers, which is nice, but yeah. Weave! Weave! I did not weave. It's okay. He didn't kill me. Didn't kill me. Oh, and obviously, when I died in those other two attempts, you saw that I wasn't like the game just didn't refresh or something, or it didn't go straight to the you died screen. There was like a timer on me. I started counting down while I was red. That's because you know, your allies can save you. Like if there's other people around, they just touch your character and then you're back. Um, some heroes have special like reviving properties that can also be cancelled out rarely. Cancelled out only is like one special enemy, but there's a lot of special enemies that do like they're like counters for like abilities. Ooh, I got hit. Oh, I got hit. Boss areas are every 10. It's more like every 25%. So like, remember how I mentioned Grand Garden that goes up to 28? The boss area would be 7. And normally, after every boss area, there's like something new that shows up. It might not be immediate, but normally there's like a new enemy introduced, or maybe things that are fast, or well, it's obviously more difficult. And yeah. Oh, chill. Oh my goodness. And we're good. W. Okay, like see, there's nothing new here, but it's more densely packed. There's not always something new in the last 10 areas, but sometimes there is. Like like the area I started in single core, it doesn't really add anything new past 30. It just makes the enemies faster, bigger. There's more of them. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Ooh, that was close. Okay, now, now oh, I didn't mention a door, but yeah, there's a few like unique stuff. Technically, like it's just the bar, and that's the like area thing. Um, those are enemies who wake up and start attacking you. Even though the highlight isn't there immediately, I tested it before. I remember they'll still damage you like that. Or maybe if you're fast enough. Oh no, if asleep when you go through them, then they won't do anything. But they always wake up before you can like pass them. They'll always damage you if you like run into them. There's no like, oh, if I'm fast enough, then I'll just phase through them. No, no, that doesn't work. Ooh, I almost hit the wall. Well, when I say hit the wall, I mean like the enemy. Okay, okay. See, you see how it's taking way longer at the bottom? That's not like normally it's a cooldown, but in this case, it's more like. And okay, awesome. I got bandage back, and we're through. Ooh, see that mid-level bandage? normally going around is like cool. It is cool down, but in this case, it's how long until the bandages are up. It's just gonna be cool down here for me. Cool down until when I can use it again. Use energy. Yeah, max reading, max ability, max speed, not max energy. Normally, most areas have you at 100, you won't be able to max energy unless you don't max read or speed. So yeah, there's that. There is that. Ooh, that's pretty fast. I don't like that. Through. Ooh, and it didn't even get damaged. Those fast. Oh, those are fast. Okay, 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 okay. And we're there. Ooh, that was actually close. That was actually close. That was really close. And like these last areas should be like kind of a grand finale in a way. Normally, like area 39 or like the second to last area, there's either there's more enemies, but usually they're pretty slow. Whew, that was clean. And 40. Everything's fast, they're big, there's a lot of them. You can see it in bottom right, there's two boss enemies. So we're gonna try to get to 40. I might die, but I'll try my best. That's the only thing you can do in life, just try your best. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. My best wasn't enough. But, yeah, that was it. Bandages, if you're using them when you're dead, you know, your dead body. Um, I'll quickly show you my other main, which is Viola. You can switch heroes while you reset. And, see, unlike Ramses, the second ability is useful. Crazy. Um, let me unlock both of them. The first ability, Petals, and now you can hit enemies away, and you can be damaged by them for 1 second. See, harmless for 1 second. I can pass through while they're like that. Not for every enemy, like you saw with the flower petals. And the other ability, beep, say hi, hi, I'm the clone. Okay. This is a clone. It's basically just a second character. I don't know why my key is broken, but I don't know why, but like when I'm a main character alone, I'm good with arrows, but like when I get the clone, for some reason I like the clone to be AWSD and my main like the main character to be and I like the clone to be arrow keys and the main to be AWSD, even though without the clone it's the other way around. But it's not like having the clone is not pointless. Let me see. Yeah, here. Okay, let me summon clone. Switch keys. I die to the projectiles, and then my clone can revive me. Isn't that cool? Oh, these enemies, by the way, they're like radar enemies. If you don't move, they don't shoot. If you move, they shoot. But it doesn't apply to the clone because the clone can't be detected by any sort of radius thing, and it can, the projectiles hit me, but didn't hit the clone. Look, like I went straight to the clone. It's because the clone is immune to like all projectiles, which is really useful. Um, Although if you notice that the shurikens had like an outline, it's because shurikens can actually hit like clones, but they can also be deflected by the petals. So some projectiles are specifically like a projectile type damager, so they'll go they'll go through stuff like petals, but they won't hit the clone. But some projectiles are like enemy kind of they're like kind of enemies, but they'll expire. So like the shurikens, if the clone ran out of petals, or if it wasn't, or if the shuriken like hit the side without petals, then it would kill the clone. But the petals from both the main and the clone can hit the shuriken away. I would show you in the research lab part, but you lose XP when you go there. Oh, by the way, this is like a map mechanic. Like the area makes it fast, XP, but clone isn't affected by map mechanics, so it's done. Clone can be saved and saves others just like a normal player. You can tell that it disappears with every area. These are slippery enemies. I'm not even pressing anything, and I'll lose control. Um, if like the mathematics of like a squared plus b squared, like the Pythagorean theorem, actually applies for your speed when you're in the slipping, but it actually works in your favor when you're hugging a wall for some reason. The speed actually adds up, so you have like so you'll have like root two speed. It won't show because it's not supposed to be. And of course, see, I couldn't move. I couldn't change direction, but my clone could still move. And my clone can save me, but my clone doesn't get easy. And the clone inherits the same speed upgrades as you. But notice how my clone doesn't get the speed buff from that? It's 'cause it's not affected by the aura. And oh, one more thing. It's one of the things that's special to this area. If you look, oh my gee, look at all the exits. Oh, this is a homing enemy. It'll home onto the nearest player, but it can't detect clones. See, it's super close, but it's only going for me. Right. I'm kidding. These are like fake or incorrect teleportals. See, they send me back to area one. They send me back in area. There's like special map mechanics like that that are better in some of the maps, but yeah, this is Evades. Played this game during middle school. It got a lot of updates. Not getting updated as frequently. It does get updates, but it's not like it's not that much anymore. It's fun. Um, you know, I hope one day if I get an audience that I can maybe I can get some people to play this game because it is really fun. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. That'll be it for Evades. Can't believe I died on 40, but it's difficult. Like it's like a final area, final boss difficult. Um, if you want to see my stats, I guess my account. Oh, these are you saw my crown. That's because I was top 30 once. I know, jobless. This one, these are stuff for um like most of these are like area specific or maybe like event stuff or the quests, which I didn't show, but there's quests and you get quest points, and those quest points give you areas. Oh wow, Doink. Guys, definitely knew that was there. You see, like all of these like have descriptions. There's none, but Fedora quest points, quest points, quest points, quest points, quest points. This is like what? See, this is like an area one. Escape burning Mukahard, you get blue flames. If you beat Frozen Fjord, then I think it's Frozen. Is it? I think this is Frozen Fjord during Christmas time, or just Frozen Fjord. Yeah, okay, just Frozen Fjord. This is the hard version. This is just Burning Bunker versus the hard version. This is So not all of the maps are linear. Like Mysterious Mansion, they kind of like branches off. There's even a separate map in it called Coupled Corridors. It's pretty interesting. This one, Elite Expansion Hard, has given me so much trouble. I mean, I beat it, but like I think I was in a group and I've tried to solo it for so long, and I think my best solo was 69 or 70, which sucks. But one day I'll solo it. Endless Echo, it's actually endless. I think the highest area somebody got to was like 1600. If you're wondering how, like the enemies and like the speed and density of the enemies increase, but if you leave the area, you can like reset the kind of enemies that are there. So I think if you get like the perfect enemy setup every time, then you can like blitz through the area with certain heroes. It's kind of crazy tech. Toxic territory. Quest points, quest points, quest points, quest points, quest points, quest points. Oh, this one's in the deep woods. So if you beat this map, which is in the haunted halls, then it's like a subsection kind of, and you get a stick. And this is when you beat Ancient Abyss. It's pretty cool. This is for VP victory points. Uh, I don't really have that much time, so but these are like victory points. If you get top 30, you get bronze, top 10, silver, top 1, gold, like a gold crown. My best was at 11th place, which sucks, but it was still good. You know, it's crazy. Like I still recognize some of these names. Like a Big Stick, Anyphone, Virgil, Spades, Kaboom, Phantom. He's a sweat, bro. Naval Super, Goodwill, Zealandic, dude, Den Super, Francis, all these sweats, bro. He was here when he used to be cared by everyone. Now he's not as bad. No, it's pretty nice to see everyone get better. All right, all right, all right. That's enough. Then that's it for this video. All right, that was Evates. It's pretty fun. Um, kind of make this sound like a game review. It is just more like how I like the game that I used to play. All right. Bye, guys.